Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Daylight, my beautiful people. Let us gather again around and marvel at the divine grace of the one and only Queen Naomi, the heartbeat of the Ooni of Ife, the embodiment of royal elegance and a true jewel of the Yoruba kingdom. Daylight, happy new week to you. I appreciate you guys so much. I have a lot of update for you guys, but we will start fully tomorrow. I keep saying what a time to be alive. The Ooni of Ife has gone, once again to prove that, prove to the whole world that his heartbeat for Queen Naomi, his chosen one, the mother of his heir, the woman destined by the gods to sit beside him in royalty and honor. He has shown everyone that that woman is Queen Naomi. As we are hearing what is going on, they say there is serious, sorry about that sound, sorry. Serious bad buzz in the palace again, still Ebony, over the fact that the Ooni of Ife, denied her access to the new private jet to return back to, UK. The echoes of disappointment and bitterness can be heard from afar and near. But let us not be moved, for destiny cannot be, rewritten. Queen Naomi, in all her dignity and splendor, continues to shine like the sun at its peak, untouched by the wave of jealousy and envy that seeks to dim her light, Let me take you back to the moment that left the palace shaking. The Ooni of Ife, in his divine wisdom, acquired the magnificent, Gulfstream G700, a private jet fit for a king. But what did he do? He used it to honor his Queen Naomi, ensuring that her royal belongings, along with her royal maidens, were transported in nothing less than that, a private jet to, her Kingston Height villa in London, a royal mansion that many had their eyes on, but, it was given to the destined, heartbeat of the Ooni of Ife, which is Queen Naomi. They said, of course, there were murmurs, the silent cries, they disbelief. Some had thought that the grand mansion would be theirs, only to wake up to the harsh reality that Queen Naomi remains the one whom the gods favor. She did not ask, she did not fight, yet she was chosen. A true queen does not struggle for what is rightfully hers, Now, as we are hearing, the story thickens. They said Ebony, who, of course, we do know that Ebony lives in London, and she has been in Nigeria since they welcomed her son in Nigeria, and it's time for her to return back to the UK. Now, remember that last 2 weeks she was supposed to return back to the UK. She did not return back to the UK. She did return, though. She said, even when Kabiyesi said she should return back to the UK because of all the things that were happening, she refused to go back. She wanted to stay and fix things with Kabiyesi and everything. But now, because they took the private jet to carry Queen Naomi, mates and her things to the UK, when the private jet got back to Nigeria, Ebony said she wanted to go back to the UK with her day Makiwa. She wants to return back to the UK. Normally, Ooni of Ife, their logistic team, they will prepare everything, buy her first class ticket, and she goes back to the UK. Of course, you know that they use nothing less than first class. They don't use business class like every other person. They use first class ticket. And so they said the logistics and everything was prepared for them to use their first class ticket and return back to the UK. Ebony said she's not going. That she's carrying a child, she would go with the private jet. And Kabiyesi said the expenses is too much. That was when the wahala started. They said royal wahala, royal basbos, that the wahala became so much that, she was crying, and that she does not understand why Ooni makes Queen Naomi to reign supreme, that Naomi, in fact, they said so many things about Naomi. So many things about Naomi. forgetting that no amount of scheming, plotting, or manipulation can shake the foundation of Queen Naomi's destiny. Let those who doubt continue to question, but the truth remains unshaken. The Ooni's heartbeat belongs to Queen Naomi, today, tomorrow, and forever. Because if Ooni of Ife will allow royal maidens to use a brand new first-class private jet to carry Naomi things with the maiden to the palace, and Kabiyesi is not letting you join that same private jet with your son, Kabiyesi is just making a statement. And there is no statement that can be louder than that. Let those who have ears hear, and let those who have eyes see that no matter what you do, you can never remove Queen Naomi from where God has placed her. You know, they say people rejoice. Rejoice, as in those who stand with the true queen are just rejoicing. Let her reign be long, let her grace be boundless, and let the whisper of joy only make her shine even brighter. That people, you know, there was so much, people said so much about Olori Naomi. Now, what is going on is that they say Ebony's family, you know, they raged, okay, asking why it was not necessary, it was not an unnecessary expenses when it was Queen Naomi. But to do that what they don't understand is why and Queen Naomi can get whatever she wants, okay? That, you know, Queen Naomi is an ordinary woman like every other woman. Now, the reason why Ooni of Ife didn't allow Ebony to go with the private jet is he said that he's not ready for unnecessary expenses. And so the family of Ebony, they are asking that. Why is it when it has to do with Olori Ebony that Kabiyesi will remember expenses? But when it has to do with Naomi, Kabiyesi can give Naomi everything. They said what Kabiyesi is doing is what is fueling that jealousy in the palace, that he is the one who is causing the jealousy amongst his wife, and he should not be feeling bad and acting as though he has done his part as a husband. The women don't want to stay together, that he is the one fueling it, that was what Ebony's family, they were saying. And because of the fact that Ebony's family could not tell her to just overlook it and go with the business class, they said Ebony left the palace in a storm of anger, seeking solace in her parents' home. But the weight of reality crushed her and she returned to the palace. Her head bowed, her son in her arms, realizing that the game is, you know, it's over. The jealousy that consumed her heart had no effect on Queen Naomi. The queen, in her wisdom, you know, remains unmoved. That is Queen Naomi, untouched, unbothered. Her grace speaks for her. Her presence alone commands respect, and her destiny is not one that can be challenged. Okay? Queen Naomi, God has shown Queen Naomi love. God has shown Queen Naomi mercy. For everything that this woman, Queen Naomi, has been through, God has really shown Queen Naomi that he is indeed God. And no matter what the enemies, you know, will plan for you or they plot against you, he will always prove, you know, himself right. That is God. Naomi shines. They say up until now, they say Kabiyesi refused that private jet moving. And if that is not a statement that Kabiyesi is making, what other statement could that be? Can there be any humiliation worse than this kind of humiliation? Della writes, this is what is going on in the palace of the Ooni of Ife right now, right about now as we are hearing. But I'm going to bring you more updates tomorrow, okay? Do not forget, these are all alleged speculated information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact. I'll bring you so many updates tomorrow, please. I just wanted to leave this update here today. Thank you.